First chapter, life process. In life process chapter, first the important topic is type of nutrition, right? Nutrition and its type. Nutrition and its type. They can ask you that what is the nutrition and write down the type of nutrition. It can be a long question, it can be short question as well, right? So you'll get you have a probability of getting both kind of the question, right? So you can get long question as well as short question, both are type of the question. When they will ask you the long question, then you have to describe all type of the nutrition, like both nutrition, heterotrophic and autotrophic nutrition, right? So like autotrophic, and heterotrophic nutrition. Trophic nutrition. When you talk about the heterotrophic nutrition, if they ask you a 3-marker question for the heterotrophic nutrition, then you have to describe the all 3 kind of nutrition in one line, right? That is saprophytic, parasitic, then parasitic, right? And then holozoic nutrition. But they can ask you like what is the type of the nutrition. If it is short question, then that 2-marker question, you have to just write down the definition of nutrition, definition of autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition, and that's it. This classification, that's it. Okay, clear? So that can be question from the nutrition, right? Aman, do you have your NCERT with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Martin is joining us. So this was the first. Then in life process only, it comes to the nutrition of the plant, right? So nutrition of the plant, photosynthesis, they won't ask you such kind of the question. And like this photosynthesis is a very easy kind of the question, so they won't ask you. So do you know that do you know the that experiment which is given in your textbook? It is the experiment for the that sunlight is necessary for the photosynthesis. That experiment. Do you have that experiment?
Like the formula or
No,
equation.
I'm not talking about the formula. Like that diagram where you see that they put aluminum foil on the that leaf and exposed to the that sunlight and photosynthesis. That part become pale. Starch formation do not take place that part. There is experiment.
Okay.
Open the NCERT. That experiment is important. Just let me write it down, and the heading is for that experiment shows that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Did you got that or not? Photosynthesis. If you didn't got, let me open it. Let me open it in the internet only. I'll tell you that experiment. Life process. Look, not this one. This experiment, activity 6.1. Is it visible to you? This one, activity 6.1.
Yes, sir. Visible.
This star test experiment, right? This experiment is very important. Note it down. This one, 6.1. And in case if you are unable to get it at any point, you can ask me, right? Note it. Then come to the next one. Open it here only, right? So this 6.1, this is important. Then uh, give me 1 second. Let me open it in the bigger one, bigger scale, right? Okay, so now it should be visible to you, right? Then autotrophic nutrition. This experiment, I told you that this is very important. Then nutrition in human being. Not circulation. Digestive system, and next you can write it down. Digestive system in human being. That is very important for you, right? As a long answer. This thing is very important. Breakdown of the glucose into various pathway, right? So respiratory. This is respiration. So before respiration, I want to tell you this one. This one, digestive system. So you can write it down. Human digestion, that is important for you as a long answer. Write it down. Digestion in human, that is important for you. Long answer. Next. So the life process itself. The next important thing is that next digestion of food or digestive system. Digestive system, right? That can be a 5 marker question, means full mark question, right? That can be a long answer, full or long answer, right? And one more thing, you can they can ask you one more thing, that is draw a diagram of digestive system even. So they can ask you diagram of digestive system. That may be 3 marker question. It depends that what kind of the question they ask you, but it will be a short short type question, right? That can be a short question. Now, what is the next one? So that experiment. Now after the digestion. Okay, then what else is important when we come to the in the same this life process chapter, right? In the life process chapter, they can ask you short as a short question, diagram of a respiratory system or human respiratory system. A respiratory system. That may be a 3-marker question or 3-marker question or short question, right? That may be a short question. One more thing, what can be asked to you, that is a anaerobic respiration, right? Anaerobic respiration will be a short question. Then anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. That can be also 3-marker or short question. Anaerobic respiration. Then when we talk about the transport in plant, right? Transport in plant. So when we talk about the transport in plant, what can be the important question? Xylem and phloem. What are the xylem and type of the xylem? Xylem and phloem, right? If they will ask you this question, that will be a short question, right? Please write down the types of xylem, write down the types of phloem. That can be a short question. And a long question which can be asked you, that is a 5-marker question, that is the mechanism of transport, right? So that is the mechanism of transport of water and mineral, right? Transport of water and mineral and minerals. That is long, right? That can be a long question. And then transport in human, right? Again, life process. So when you talk human circulatory system, so when we talk about the human circulatory system, you can ask me anything where you feel that there is a doubt. Human circulatory system. In human circulatory system, what can be important thing? What can be important question? There is a question of double circulation. What is double circulation? Right? Then the important thing is that difference between arteries and vein. Is this question clear to both of you, Ivan and Martin? Difference between arteries and veins. Have you gone through with this question?
Yes, sir.
How valves, right?
Yeah, right. Walls are there, right? In veins there are walls, right? Arteries have high pressure, thick wall, red color, found deeper inside.
Valves, right? They have valves.
Sorry.
The heart, that's what flows in the
I'm not getting you. Please, once more.
They have valves, right? Artery.
Right. They have walls. Veins have walls, not artery. Artery do not have wall. Right. And one more important thing, which is the double circulatory system is okay. That is important question. And not blood pressure. A short question that also comes generally. Lymph. What is lymph? Lymph will be a short question. That may be 2-marker question, short or very short kind of question. lymph. That may be short or very short kind of a question, right? That they can ask you. That is short question. Then excretory system, right? Excretion in human. Excretion in human. Excretion. When we talk about the excretion in human or excretion in animal, the most important thing, that is diagram of human kidney. Human kidney. Right. That will be 3 marker question. Means short question, not very short, short question. Right. Next, what they can ask you, diagram of nephron. Rather than diagram of kidney, diagram of nephron is more important. That is also 3 marker question, right? Means short question, right? Then what can be asked? What is the dialysis? That will also be short question. Dialysis process. Is it clear? It is called dialysis or hemodialysis. That also be 3 marker question. It's not long question. It will also be short question. Is it clear to you? What is the dialysis or hemodialysis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. No issue. So these were the questions from the life process first chapter. And I have this.
Will dialysis like question come from there like
Sorry?
this?
Sorry, Martin.
Will dialysis question come like
Dialysis question.
from?
It comes. Do you know this process or not? Is it clear or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. This question is very important. Dialysis part. Then come to the next one. Then control and coordination. Control and coordination. Come to this chapter. When we talk about the control and coordination, this is important, right? And what is the most important thing is that you have to remember the hormones which we discussed, right? Hormones which we discussed. Then all 4 phytohormones, right? Phytohormones. They can ask you long as well as short question. Both question can come, but probability is more for the short question, right? If they will ask you short question, either they will ask you about the auxin, or they will ask you gibberellin individually, or they will ask you about the cytokinin, or they will ask you about the abscisic acid, ABA, or ethylene. They can ask you any of them, right? Any of them. And if they will ask you any of them, you will get 2 or 3 mark question. Means it may be short or very short. Both kind of the question. So probability of or chances of being asked short question is more from this chapter, right? Most probably they'll ask you short chapter. Write down about the auxin, right? What are the function of gibberellin, right? What are the function of ethylene, right? That can be the question asked, right? Now, tropic movement. If we in the control and coordination in plant, when we are talking about the control and coordination in the plant, if they want to ask you a short question, what can be a short question? Or in fact, what can be the movement in plant? Movement in plant. If they'll ask you movement in plant, the chances are more that they will ask you what is the thigmotropism. What is the thigmotropism? That is important. That is 2 marker question, means short question, right? They can ask you a nastic movement, 3 marker question. Nastic movement. I'm just giving you recap as well, along with the discussing the topic and making you aware. Asking you, giving you recap, and you need to recall it. All that, right? Nastic movement. Nastic movement will be 3 marker question. It will not be short, very short, but it will be short question. Right? When we talk about the control and coordination of animal, right? Control, coordination, and then the most important thing is very important. That is diagram of neuron or diagram of neural cell. Neural cell or neuron. That will be 3 marker question or short question. Then again, a very important question, that is the reflex action. The reflex action, they can ask you that what is the reflex action. Even they can ask you diagram of reflex arc. Diagram of a reflex arc. Reflex arc. Both can be 3 marker question. Both can be 3 marker question. When we talk about the human brain, what can be a question in human brain? In human brain, you have to understand the function of, you can be asked function of cerebellum. Function of cerebellum. That is the most important. Diagram they won't ask you because they know that the students are not that much smart that they can hardly. And then it comes to the one more important or another important part of the control and coordination part. That is endocrine gland. Endocrine gland. There are number of the endocrine gland. I know that you will understand. You will try to recall, grab the function of all of the endocrine gland. But I would like to make your life easier. So where you have to study each and everything. I'm not just saying that only this will come, but probability will be more the topics which I am discussing you, right? When we ask about the endocrine gland, the most important gland, what they would love to ask you, that is the thyroid gland. Thyroid gland, pituitary gland, right? Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. or the function of adrenaline hormone, right? Adrenal gland or adrenaline hormone. Adrenaline hormone. They'll ask you thyroid gland or function of thyroxine. The topic is same, right? So these three glands are very, very important for you, right? Noted down? Modern and Ayman, noted? Important topic? Now, the next one is that how do organism reproduce? Right. How do organism reproduce? Right. When we talk about the how do organism reproduce, what is important for that? Uh, in asexual reproduction. So first it comes asexual reproduction. First topic is asexual reproduction. Out of this topic in asexual reproduction, what can be a question? The most important question is vegetative fragment, vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, it may be a 3-marker question. When I say 3-marker question, means I am talking about the short question, right? That can be. And one more important thing, that is the budding with diagram. Budding. When they talk about the budding, you have to give the example of hydra and make the diagram of same hydra, right? You have to discuss the hydra. Right? That is important for asexual reproduction. And fragmentation, they won't ask you. Vegetative propagation is very important. You have to go through it. Right? One more thing. The artificial propagation of the plant. That is also important. 3-marker question. Artificial propagation. An artificial propagation, they can ask you anything like cutting, layering, and grafting, but grafting is more important. Grafting, right? Grafting is very important, very, very important, right? This is just let me write it down. It's very important. Grafting part. Grafting, when they ask you grafting, you have to give the diagram. Then it comes to sexual reproduction in plant, or rather sexual reproduction only. When it comes for the sexual reproduction, pollination and types, very important. Pollination and its type. That can be short as well as long question. Both kind of question. Then human reproduction, function of testis. Like they can ask you that why the testis they are found outside of the body. Then you have to mention that to maintain the temperature and all that, right? We have already discussed that all thing in detail, right? So I don't think so that I need to discuss it again. And by the way, you can get the diagram of female reproductive system. Diagram of female reproductive system. That can be a question. That will be a short question. Remains 3-marker question. Short 3-marker question. Function of testis. That also will be short 3-marker question. Evolution have been omitted from your diagram. Then the most important part, that is hereditary in your this one Mendelism and heredity is that is a part of your uh, course curriculum. Yes, it's present in their syllabus still. Martin, I think it's there.
Yeah. Which one, sir?
Heredity is there. Yeah,
Evolution isn't there.
evolution is not there. Yes,
Yeah.
that is heredity part, right? So in heredity, what can be asked? You will get the most probably, I think, that either you will get a question, long question
Punnett
from
square, right? So
sorry,
Punnett square, right?
which one? Long question from
The Punnett square.
exactly, right. Either you will get a very important thing is that dihybrid cross. If they will ask you dihybrid cross, which I have told you, then you have to draw the Punnett square. Punnett. And that will be a long question. That won't be a short question. And better I say you that it will save your time. If they ask you dihybrid cross, draw it quickly and you will save lots of your time, right? And that is important. But if you are not confident, then don't go for it. Don't go for it, right? Then what can be asked? They won't ask you law of dominance. Like either they will ask you law of segregation or so Mendel, not both. Second or third law. That can be a short question, means 3-marker. 3-marker, right? But definitely you'll get the question from this part. Definitely 100% you will get the question from this part. There is no double thought. And sex determination, yes, that can be, but I don't think so that they will ask you that much easy question. But it depends. If any teacher want to give you, so but still, one more thing which is important, that is A, B, O, and A and AB blood group. This is the important part. That can be that is the important part. These topics are important, and I hope that you'll get one more thing left. That is the ecosystem. Ecosystem part. Our environment. Next part. But what I was discussing you that you will get most probably, I think, either you will get a long question from the life process, means digestion or excretion, or that should be from the heredity part, long question. Or there may be a choice from the life process or heredity. Then or environment. Don't left don't leave the question from this part, because you will get the easy question. Here they can definitely they'll ask you the type of relationship between the organism, which I told you. Food web. What can be a question? The question, I think the question can be food web That can be a question, or 10% law, short question. 10% law. If they will ask you food wave, that may be 3 marker or short question. That is also 3, or even that may be a 2 marker as well, right? And ozone depletion, that may be 3 marker question. Ozone depletion, a 3 marker short question. That's it. Now that's it from my end. Like, what I think that this could be the question paper, that could be the format of your question paper. And I think the question paper should come from within these topics what I discussed. I have discussed you all, and you have to, when you are going through with your syllabus, going through with your mm, notes, then focus more on these topics, right? And the weightage, I have told you that that can be the important, but that can be a short, that can be a long question, right? So that's it from my end. So now you can ask. Now this is your end. In next 10 minutes, you can ask your doubt. You can ask your doubts. You can discuss anything, whatever you want to discuss with me regarding your question or regarding your examination, or regarding any topic. Yes, Ayman and Martin, both of it's both for you. Anything which you want to know, you can ask me. Anything. Tell me. Go through with your NCRT, go through with your notes, whatever you want to ask you. The type of the question, format of the question, or how to write, what to write, and all that. Whatever you want to ask me, you can. You are free to ask. Yes, both of you. Are you searching for any doubt?
Yeah, the heredity and evolution.
An evolution? Any doubt?
Yeah, the Punnett square game.
Punnett square? Do you want to ask Punnett square?
Yeah,
Martin, please write it down. Like, text me, because your voice is not clear to me.
yes, sir.
Okay, you want me to show again Punnett square, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Fine. Let me show you. look. So how we have to do it? Let me tell you. Okay. So what I did here. So we are talking about dihybrid cross, right? When we are talking about the dihybrid cross, then we will take the two characteristics. So what are the two characteristics? First characteristic I have taken here, seed coat, right? Means shape of seed coat. Shape can be of two types, round shape and wrinkle shape. Then I taken another second characteristic. Then it will be inheritance of two gene or dihybrid cross. When we talk about the dihybrid, we have to take two characteristics. The second characteristic is seed coat color. So the color may be yellow or green. For round, I have taken capital R, capital R. For wrinkle, I have taken small r, small r. For yellow, I have taken capital Y, capital Y. For green, I have taken a small y, small y. Now we are taking the parental generation. So first plant, which is the parental generation, that is the capital Y means this is yellow and RR means round. So the first characteristic, the parent which I have taken, the characteristic is yellow and round. Then another characteristic, green and wrinkle. Here capital Y, capital R. When we will make the gamete, we have to cross this to this one, then this to this one, again this to this one, then this to this one. Every time you will get a gamete capital Y, capital R. So 4 gamete you will get from here. Again, this capital Y with this R, this capital Y with again this R, this capital Y, this R, this R. Then you will get, every time you will get small y, small r. When you will cross them, so I have taken only one gamete from here and one gamete from here. So I have taken out of these 4 capital Y, capital R, we have taken one capital Y, capital R. Then for the F1 generation, then from here, one small y, small r, right? When we will cross it, the effect will be what? Capital Y, capital R, small r. So we will get that the seed, which all the seed will be what? All the seed will be yellow and round, because this is the dominant characteristic. So all yellow round, and what will be the phenotype? 4:0 means all round yellow, and no 0 means no green wrinkle. Again, now I have told you that this is the confusing point. Then when again you will make the gamete, how you will make the gamete? I have told you that you have to make the gamete like this way, right? Then capital Y, this capital Y, I have crossed with the capital R. So capital Y, capital R. Then again this capital Y with small r, capital Y, small r. Then this small y, capital R. Small y, capital S means capital R, small y. Again, this small y with small r. So you have got capital Y, I have put here, capital Y, capital R. This is capital Y, small r, I have put here. Again, small capital R, small y, I have put here. Small y, small r, I have. Again, what we have done, we have again the same sequence we have put over here, right? Then what we have to do? We have to multiply for this line. First, take this one, take one. Multiply with this, then multiply with this, then multiply with this, multiply. Well, multiply with this, put here, 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 right? When we will make all the crosses, again, when we'll take this one, again this, multiply with this, then 16 times. Then what the result will come? 9:3:3:1, right? Out of 16, the ratio will be, phenotypic ratio will be 9:3:3:1. What are the 9? Out of these 9, there will be yellow round, 3 green round, 3 yellow wrinkle, and the 1 green wrinkle. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any confusion? Martin? No?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, great. So that's it for the day. What about you, Aman?
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, got it? Everything?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So see you, and go through with again your syllabus. And in case if you have any query, any doubt, you can ask to your coordinator. You can again contact to me, right? I'll solve
Okay.
your doubt. And in case if you have any doubt regarding how to write the answer, if you want to know that how to write the answer, what should be, what should not be, if you are making any mistake, if you are doing like if you think that you need to improve something, then you can discuss with me next class, right? Fine.